Everyone, good afternoon. Hi, sorry I'm a little bit late. I was in another meeting. Thank you for being here. Welcome to everyone. Yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, okay. So once again, thank you for being here, and thank you for being here every week. It's really important and motivating for us to see you all joining every week for a training session, and it's what helps us move forward actually. Yeah, we are this week. We are continuing on a stage 5. Yeah. I was thinking. Yeah, but we are continuing on stage 5, and at the end of the session there is a 10-minute question and answer. So if you have any questions related to a stage 5 or any other stages, you can just ask during that time. And also remember that these meetings are being recorded and are going to be shared on our YouTube channel. So yeah, be aware of that. And also we would like to see all of your faces, and we would like you to participate in this meeting so we can have an engaging training. So if anyone can have turn the camera on and join us, that would be great. And yes, we would start shortly. I hope we have a great session together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sapele. Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, wherever you are, or good evening, as the case may be. Yes, we're becoming more global, international, and I hope you guys are all well. Pleasure to see you all here today. Today, we're going to continue our discussion, the Moracle Accountancy Formula, which is the formula that we use to serve our clients. We do this every Thursday, and here today we're going to talk a little bit more about stage number 5, which is one of the best stage for us, as an accounting practice, but also we are an auditing practice, yes, and that puts us in a different category, when it comes to scrutiny from the professional body, yes. Auditing is not only for small or large, or medium size. Yeah, auditing is auditing. Yeah, the rules are the same. Yes, and I always, like to bring this to your attention. It's not because you are working more cool where I'm the only, partner here who signs the audit. Means that, our audit work that we do, or the professionalism that we bring to bear, or the way we conduct ourselves is different from, yes, KPMG, where you have, loads and loads and loads of partners, or the Big Four, or a mid-tier firm. So we are all regulated, the same. Yeah, so remember that. But today I want to, before I jump onto the Moracle Accountancy Formula, some additional, news that I want you guys to take home. Let me ask, anyone here aware, yes, that there is the Accountex, yes, in London? Accountex, this is the biggest conference, accounting conference, happening in London. Anyone has been? Yeah, this year? Yes. Shukesh, you're aware of it, is it? Yeah.
Yes. I've seen it in social media. I like you have posted.
Yes, fantastic. Kevin, you say you're aware of it? Yes.
Yeah, and also following on the social media, especially LinkedIn, where you're also there.
Okay, okay. Well, I bring that up because it's very important, guys. Yes, that we need to engage. Yes, we need this happening around us. The awareness, so important, guys. Yes, that if you are in this space, you need to know what is going on. Yeah, it's the largest gathering of accountants, in one place. Yes, that conference. Yesterday, I took it to be there yesterday. For me, I just want to share this with you guys, and this is linked to what we are doing here, all about the awareness. Yeah. Um, and I want you guys to take this seriously. Yeah, to just think, what it is I'm going to explain here. When I went down there yesterday in the Excel, yes, massive, massive structure, massive building, hosting this big event. And what was in my head was this, the Moracle Accountancy Formula. Yeah. So I went in there yesterday, yeah, all I can see in front of me, yeah, is the Moracle Accountancy Formula. I'm trying to bring that up now. These days I seem to be struggling to find where my link is. Because we've got a bit of problem with our website. So it's causing me a little bit of inconvenience. But bear with me. Yeah. So I want to illustrate this point. So just, if you guys may just picture this Moracle Accountancy Formula, yeah, in front of you. Yes. Kind of now. Yeah. And then see that picture coming in front of you. Okay. So now it's coming up from here. And let me just share this again. Just to put some perspective to what we are doing here. Yeah. So I went down there yesterday, and as I said, the largest gathering, of accountants or associated, businesses, serving accountant, the tools, and all the IT and all the stuff, yes, that you would expect, to be, in the country were assembled yesterday. So I went down there yesterday, with one thing, so I have my trunk card. This is the actual card, the Moracle Accountancy Formula. Yeah. And what I managed to do yesterday, yeah, is to now meet all of these guys. Yeah, stage 1, QuickBooks, Zero, and Sage. They were there yesterday. Yeah, stage 1. Stage 2, Spotlight Reporting. They were there yesterday. Yeah. Stage 3, Digital Thomson Reuters. They were there yesterday. Okay. Stage 4, we're using digital. They were there, the same. They were there yesterday. Yeah. And stage 5, we're using bit of digital. Yes. Thomson Reuters, there yesterday. My work papers for the audit program, they were there yesterday. And digital, obviously, stage number 6. That's what we use. They're there. Yeah. So think about it. I met all of these guys yesterday. Yeah, in one place, in one room, under one roof. And I was able to talk to all of these guys and then explaining to them what we are doing here in Moracle with all of this, the interaction, how we've managed to bring all of this software and use it to serve our clients. Yeah. And by the time I finished doing that yesterday, I myself, I was, maybe if I had any doubts in my mind that this is the way forward, yeah, it was so clear to me. Yeah, that, to be able to put all of this together, and allow that to happen to serve, clients or do work. Yeah, I want to just send that message to you guys that, I was left with no doubt. Yeah, this is the way forward, and they say I make it look so simple to do. Yes, I'm explaining to them why we're doing this and how we do it. Yeah, so please, guys, again, I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, don't take this, lightly, guys. Yeah, I'm appealing to you guys, understanding this way. Yeah, because it brings some order, to how we think and how we do things. Yes, I met all of these guys yesterday, and I'm talking to them, I'm presenting, the Moracle Accountancy Formula to them. Yes, each and every one of them. Yes, we're saying, wow, maybe we need to have a case study with you. Yes, particularly now that we are now, engaging with the ACCA, to be able, to bring, young people who are finishing their university degrees and want to do the ACCA exams, register with the ACCA, and then come to do a training. ACCA was there yesterday as well, and another conversation, extended. So my appeal here, is for you guys to really master this. Yeah, master it. Yeah, I know we all come from different backgrounds or whatever it is in terms of our understanding, but really, this it give you some order. Yeah, okay. And you hear me all the time appealing. Yes, even for myself. I'm taking this really seriously. Yes, okay. So I want to let you guys know. Yeah, just to appeal. Okay. But secondly, I'm saying to you guys, yeah, it's very important though, to connect. Yeah, the power of connection, And I'm reading a book now, well, reading over and over and studying, a book called, Contact Capital, guys. It is so important, yes, even at whatever level you are, yeah, to appreciate the contact, the connections, that you have. Yes. Just the awareness to aware that, I've got contacts, I've got people I know who know other people. So whatever it is I want, as long as it's clear to me, I should be able to get it. Yes. Again, that was demonstrated yesterday. I'm talking to them and I'm asking the power of asking. Yeah. Don't stop, asking because that's something that you want. Yes. But it's got to be clear in your mind what is it you want. Yeah. And then, just go out there and keep asking. Yeah. You will get it. So again, another appeal. Yeah. Okay. Which leads me to the main point that I want to remind, particularly those who are registered, to do the ACC Advantage program with us. Yes, the mindset training that we have designed, yes, is so important that you guys. Number 5. So guys, please can you be muted? Hold on. Please be muted, please, here. Yeah, so that it helps everyone. Yeah, okay. The mindset training that has been organized, yeah, particularly for the those who are registered, and doing the ACC Advantage program. Yeah, you got to be attending the Thursday mindset training program. That's been designed, yeah, with you guys in mind. Yes. And the mindset training program will open it up to, to others later on. Yeah, but for the time being, yeah, it's a pilot project that we are actually, undertaking. Yeah, so those who are registered for the ACC Advantage program, please, yeah, I got in an update that you guys are not attending the mindset training program on Thursday. Yes. However, I understand that you guys are receiving the videos or the recordings, and then the coursework. And I want to remind you guys, those coursework are there for you guys to do. Don't just ignore it. Yes. Okay. So you do your study, but then on Thursdays, it's for you to meet, and then, have the sessions or questions or whatever it is, with Monday. Yes. And again, another point for me to reference, Monday is my coach. Yes. Monday has coached me, you know, and so I know the value, you understand? So if you're getting, you understand, you're getting, you know, coach from my own coach. Well, hold on, think twice, for free. Yeah, you cannot just ignore it. Yes, I'm saying this. Yeah, you're getting a coach, yes, from my own coach. Yes, okay. Okay, about mindset, I want to reiterate this. A coach, you're getting you guys coaching from my own coach, the coach that coached me. Yeah, I'm saying, yes, okay. So don't underestimate that. It's very, 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 you know, important, you know, for you to take advantage of that leverage here, you know, and that's the reason. So through, you know, the connecting to Moracle is not connecting to other people, you know, like Mandy, who is a mindset, you know, training guru, you know, all about Bob Proctor, you know, mindset training is powerful, yes. And this has been a program that is designed, you know, to help, you know, people like ourselves, accountants, you know, because again, you know, there's a lot of things that's been designed, yes, based on my understanding of how things have been done, you know, as accountants, you know. All this while being accountant, I still, you know, thought that I needed, you know, something, you know, something was missing, you know, and mindset for me, I think it was one of those things that were missing. Yes, and once I invested in it, you know, personal development is changed a lot. You know, it's really transformed me, the way I think, the way I do things, my energy level, you know, but also my thought process. Yes, I want to do more. I'm not scared to do more anymore. Seriously. Yeah, so I want to take this opportunity. Yeah, again, I'm appealing to you guys. Yes, go for it. The mindset training will be open up to other people, yes, because I can see other people saying, well, hold on, well, what about me? Why am I not invited? Yes, you'll be invited. But at the moment, it's a pilot project, you know, that we are undertaking. You know, this is with the ACCA, yes. So that will be rolled out, you know, to everybody at some point later. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Any more announcement? Probably not. Yes, well, it's good again to see you guys. Yes, here today. Let's jump on to our Moracle Accountancy Formula. Yes, and again, I want to take this time to quickly just remind you. Yes, because it's my mission here is to remind you guys. Yes, remember, I'm not going to stop reminding you guys. Yes, about the Moracle Accountancy Formula. Those stages, 6 stages. Yeah, I want you guys to pick, picture that, because we think in pictures. We do. Whatever it is, you know, they say to you, no, sorry, we do think in pictures. Yes. So I want you guys, you know, to really master this, you know, this Moracle Accountancy Formula that is in front of you. Stage 1, yes, management information system. I was interested, you know, like yesterday, you know, everywhere I went, you know, particularly on Zero, QuickBooks, you know, under Sage and all of the different software out there. You know, I met the Institute of Bookkeepers and Accountants. You know, I met the Association of Bookkeepers and stuff like that. You know, and the word, you know, I'm telling you, you know, you see a lot of bookkeeping around. Yeah, the word itself. If I was counting, I'm telling you, it'd be probably 50%. You know, of the words, you know, that I was seeing was like bookkeeping. Yes, and I keep saying to them, no, sorry, we don't use this word in Moracle. We don't use, you know, the word bookkeeping. No. And I said, well, why? And I said, well, you know, let me give you my own viewpoint here. Yes. Because now, you know, when you say a bookkeeper, you know, a bookkeeper, like what you just explained there, yeah, data capture, recording, you know, analyzing, you know, and then reconciling. And you're talking about, you know, maybe a bit of, you know, chasing money, yeah, credit control. Yes, I understand that. Yes. So that's what these people or guys out there, the software providers, yeah, mean by bookkeeping. Somebody, yeah, anybody can do this, you know, and that's the advertising. They advertise a lot about that, you know, and say, You don't need to. You don't need to be an accountant. You don't need to be trained. You could do the bookkeeping. Well, I bet to, I disagree. I beg to disagree. Yeah, and I said, well, why? Why? And I said, well, okay, let me explain to you. So I take out my Moracle Accountancy Formula and I explain to them. Yes. How many bookkeepers out there, here have done a budget or understand the budget and to make sure that budget is in the accounting system? How many, of these guys who were here, bookkeepers, have actually, done a financial procedure manual or understand what the financial procedure manual should look like or what is in there? Yeah. How many, of those guys sitting down here as bookkeepers, you're saying, yes, who really understand, the organization chart, the organogram for the organization, yeah, who is who, and understand the relationship that exists. How many? Yes. How many of these guys here, will be able to, let's say, well, let me review chart of accounts, yes, and make sure that chart of accounts is adapted, to the organization's activities. How many people understand that relationship that exists between the chart of accounts, and then, the budget, but also the activities of the business? How many? Yes. Are you going to say to me, people are going to just post transaction? They don't understand the difference between, for example, you come to, costs or expenses. Yes, direct cost or cost of sales, and then your indirect or your overhead or your, in charities, we call it, support cost. What are those? Yes, and for example, in different businesses, this particular line called maybe transportation or travel, it means something different for another business. Yes, in terms of categorizing it. Yeah, how many? Yes, and the more as we keep talking, and these guys they say, oh well, you've got to be an accountant whose job is doing that. Okay, so look at what they're saying here. The bookkeeper is down there, yeah, and then the accountant is there. Yeah, okay. Well, in Moracle, we don't have that distinction. Yes, we don't have that distinction. And I want you guys to understand this. Yes. And I want you guys to understand after our discussion, I'm telling you, these guys, they say, well, probably we should have, and we should have a talk with you guys, and then to understand a little bit more of what you're doing. Yeah. So don't allow, I'm saying here, don't allow, other people out there to think that you are just, a clerk. You are just a bookkeeper. You are just, you don't need any training to do, what they call bookkeeping. Yeah. Follow the Moracle Accountancy Formula. What it says here, yeah, the stage number one is where different systems are coming together. Yes. Different systems, sales ledger system, purchase ledger system, bank and cash system, the payroll system, the VAT system, all those different systems, they are all coming together. Yes. What you call it now, the DMS, and you got the CRM, all of these different systems, they're all coming together, integrated, yeah, working and talking together to be able to make sure, yeah, data is captured, is recorded, is analyzed, and is reconciled. Yeah. And when you sit down and you are able, to go through the process, to be able to connect the bank to the accounting system, to be able to make sure that, when, transactions are posted, through the supplier system. Yes. I met another one yesterday, Dext, and they're shouting about their software. The software is good, no choice about that. These are all the artificial intelligence, that is in place. Yeah, the connecting, of, a supplier invoice, to the accounting system. Yeah, where you feed that information through Dex or receipt bank or whatever it is, QuickBooks calls it, data capture. All of that integrated to make life much, much easier. And if you have not done that, guys, and you are working with Moracle and you're listening to me here, yeah, that's a gap. If you have never connected the bank, yes, to an accounting system, there's a gap. I'm saying to you guys, if you have never, see how a supplier invoice, yeah, is captured either through an email or through, the what you call it now, the app, yes, or through, your the accounting system itself, or maybe the computer, where you upload that, and then, you attach that. If you have not done that, yes, and you are still, manually, creating a supplier invoice, and then typing, the narrative or description, then I'm saying, there's a gap there. Yeah. If you have not connected, yes, been able to connect, your VAT system, yeah, for example, you got the accounting system, which is Xero or QuickBooks, and connect it to HMRC, yes, and then be able to file a VAT return, then there's a gap there. If you have not been able, to connect your payroll, set up the payroll, make sure the payroll is connected to the accounting system, and then the payroll is connected to HMRC, so that every month that when you've done the payroll, that is filed automatically or electronically to HMRC and also to the pension, provider, then there's a gap there. Yeah. So I'm explaining this to them, and they say, wow, now see what you're talking about here. Yeah. Well, the first thing that jumps into accountant is, oh my goodness, that's a lot of time it's going to take. Well, I understand that. Yes. But you know what, if you put all of the system in place, yes, in fact, you're going to make, things seamless, and you're going to spend less time. You're going to be sleeping where information is being posted for you. Yeah. To be able to design your chart of account, to be able to set, for example, when you understand the organization very well, you set, things like, what you call it, those nominal codes, yes, where if I see an invoice coming from Moracle, then I know that should be going to a particular code, yes, and then I set that up, so that when the system sees Moracle invoice coming through, particularly if it sees audit, then it will say, oh, that should be posted to the audit, what you call a chart of account, the code. Yeah, if it sees an invoice coming from Moracle and it says accounting, yes, then it should be able to go now to and post it to the accounting code, not to the audit code. If you see an invoice coming from Moracle and it says it's VAT, then it should be able to post it to the VAT code, not the accounting, not the audit. Yes. So these are all the things that, if you're working stage number one, you're going to stop to make sure you set that system up. And now there's so much that is happening out there now, guys. I want to remind you. And that's one of the reasons why you guys need to connect. You got to attend events like this. You got to, through us, you'll be able to get access, to QuickBooks, to Xero, to Sage, their library. They are making so much noise about their library, the resources that they have now, access it, guys. I'm saying to you, if this is really what you want to do, yeah, spend that time, to do it. But there's so much out there. Yeah. When I finished talking to these guys, and they said, oh, we see where you're coming from now. Yes. It's all about, focusing on the clients, serving the clients. But these are tools. Yes. QuickBooks, Sage, Xero, these are tools. Yes, that we need to apply or employ, whilst we are serving our clients. Yes. I was talking to them about serving clients. Accountants, we don't know how to serve clients. Yes, we think like God. They say, what do you mean by we think like God? Well, we are talking to clients. We don't even have regard for them in the first instance. Yeah, we don't respect, what the client says. Yes, and we tell them where to get off. Yeah, even though they are paying us. That relationship that exists between the accountant, and the client, yeah, that needs to be understood, guys. If you even working in an office environment in industry, you understand, the finance function, like he says, is the lifeblood, of the business. Understood that, you're connected to so many departments who rely on you. You understand? But still, there are people. Yes, there are going to be good days, there are going to be bad days. Yes, But you cannot just, just treat them anyhow. You're gonna respect them. Yes, you're gonna serve them because that's what you're there to do. And we need to break down, this ego that we have, as accountants. Yeah. I was there myself at one point in time. I'm telling you, it's personal development that helped me, to break these things down in my mind, in my mannerism, in everything that I do, to respect, somebody who I am serving. Yes. But we don't, we don't, no. Well, with my SCCA, my badge, my this, that, yes, my head is big, so a client talking to me now, hold on, when you're talking to me, particularly when, I know that client, is not, it doesn't know, it's not got the qualification, it's not got the exposure and experience, but we still need to respect them. Yes, we need to serve. And when I'm talking to these guys, you can see how, the faces are, moving in all directions. But I'm saying this is what we do here, guys. Yes, knowing your stuff and be able to serve, knowing your stuff. Yes, you cannot beat that. Yeah. So stage number one, guys. Yes, pay attention to it, and also think about it. The auditor, as I always say, need to be reassured. Yeah. When it comes to audit, is standing in stage number 5, is looking back at number 1 and saying what systems exist, what management information system, is in place, to be able to capture the data, record, analyze, and then you reconcile. The reports that are coming out from the system, the authorization process, all of the controls that exist within that management information system. Number 5, the auditor wants to see that. It wants to make sure that, yes, whatever it is that is prescribed in the financial procedure manual is what actually is happening. Yes? Okay. So number 1, yes, is so important, guys. Yeah. And I always say, the law of compensation, if we really you want to make money, yes, master this. I'm telling you, guys. Like it says, number 1, it says the amount of money that you make depends on those 3 things, isn't it? 1, the need for what you do. Well, there's a need for every business out there. They need stage 1. They need to have the management information system in place. Master this. Yes. So you don't have any problem. There's a need for it. Yeah. So stage number 2, yes, in that law of compensation, it says your ability to do it. Yes. You have to know this inside out. Yes. Your attitude that you bring, to bear when you are actually, delivering this, this service. Yeah. You got to. You have to leave people with the impression of increase, to be able to be there where you can raise your gear up, when that is required. Yes, at all times. Yes, people are going to, vote, for you at all times. And when people do that, it says number 3, you become very difficult to be replaced. And when you become difficult to be replaced, this is how you can charge. Yes. Yes, most times you hear the accountant say, well, this is my charge out rate, and so what you're saying there, I spend this number of hours times my charge out rate. If your charge out rate is, say, £500 per hour, so if I spend an hour, then I'm expecting you to be paid £500. Yes, okay. Well, think about it. There's a limitation there. Yes, because there is so many, there's so many hours, in a day. So you're limited by the number of hours. So even though you're charging so much per hour, but you've got, a limit there. Yes. So I'm encouraging guys, no, it's per hour. It's not what it is. Seriously. I will advocate, to go for creating value. We create value, and then out of that value that you created, you say, well, hold on, well, I deserve something from there. Yeah. And this is what we're preaching here. Yes. We call that MSI. Yeah. Multiple source of income. Yeah. And the strategy there, is to not focus on the hours, is to focus on the value. you understand stage number one, you put systems in place, you see how you're going to add value, you see how you're going to create value. Yes, and everybody, every environment that you find yourself, where you've created a management information system that is seamless, that is working, everybody's enjoying it, information is not coming through, analyze, yes, you're going to be paid for it. I'm telling you, you're going to be paid for it. Yeah. And that's why I'm advocating here. That's why I will continue to advocate stage number one. If you have not done these things that you need to do down there, please take the time out to go and do it. Yeah. Because stage number 5 needs it. Yeah. They need to do a compliance test. They need to do a system test. They need to do the walkthrough test. Yeah. Okay. So once you've done stage number 1, yes, as we know, it fits to stage number 2, management information system. Yeah, fit into the management account and value added. Yeah, every month you're going to produce a management account and discuss it with management. So important. So important. I said yesterday the guys were saying, well, hold on, well, you need it. That's why you got management accountants. Yes, and that's why you got a different course for that. So people specialize and qualify. Yes, SEMA, for example. And I say, yes, I understand that. Yeah, but the way we do things at Moracle, yes, even if you're not qualified, SEMA, yes, you'll be trained to be able to produce management account that adds value. How do we do this? Yeah, is to understand what stage 1 actually is about. Is to make sure that, for example, you got a budget that drives the control. Yeah, when income and expenditure is being actually received, yes, that is being compared, as we are posting and reconciling things. So at the end of the month, once the month end has been done, then we now have these figures where we're going to pull those numbers and then look at these numbers and say, well, okay, how does it compare, to the budget? Yeah, looking back. How does it compare looking forward? So we're not just only looking at backwards, but we're looking forward. And that forward thinking, forward looking, not necessarily within the organization, we need to go outside of the organization and look at what is happening in the industry that business operates, what is happening in the country that business operates, what is happening internationally in that particular environment or that time. Bring all that information, social media, whatever it is, bring it back into your system and be able to report it. And this is what management accounts that add value does. Well, if you're trained to think that way, yes, you'll be able to do it that way. But you've got to have the systems and tools to help you to do it. So here we've got spotlight reporting, yes, as a tool. Yeah, it's not like it's going to be, well, once you go spotlight, that's it. No, spotlight is just a tool. Remember, we, the accountant, we, the trained, advisors, who are actually sitting down there knowing what a client is about, what a client mission and vision is. We are emotionally involved in their business. We know, what wakes these people up who have managed to set up these businesses, yes, and we have to respect them because it's not everybody, yes, who does wake up, and say, oh, I'm going to set up a business, or I'm going to do this business, and just lightly. No, it's not easy, yes. Well, I've been there myself. I know what it means like, yes, okay? You've not been there, but I'm telling you, that is what you expected, that emotional intelligence to understand that, well, hold on, yes, that business that you are serving, yes, if you're working in practice, or that business that you're working in the finance office, the people who set it up, you understand, they had a mission, they had a vision, they had a passion, they have something, yes, that is actually, in them that caused this business to be in existence today. There's a spiritual seed, there's an idea why they wanted to do this. And now they bring you in as the finance person to deal with the finance, which is the lifeblood of the business. Well, you got to understand that, and you got to take it in, and you got to begin to live like them. And if you don't do it, then I'm telling you, you will not be able to do stage number 2, yes, properly, because you just be figures, take the figure from stage one, and then, you know, reproduce it. And I was talking to Digital yesterday, you know, I was laughing them in a nice way, you know. I like making jokes as well, yes, okay. We don't take me serious though, yeah, just for crackers. And I went to them, you know, and I said, well, the problem that you have, yes, think about it. Stage number 3, we're using digital. Stage number 4, we're using digital. Stage number 5, we're using digital. Stage number 6, we're using digital. So digital is one of our, you know, our main software that we're using. So now they approach me and say, well, it would make sense more like if we could do digital number 2. And I say, of course. Yeah, that's what integration is about. Yes. And I said, well, okay, how do we go about this? Can you just do your presentation, how you do your management account, you know, and stuff like that? And then they did a presentation, guys. I tell you, you know, they came back and said, you know what? And compared to what Spotlight does, more like in this instance, we are strongly advising you to stick with Spotlight reporting because we cannot do, you know, what Spotlight reporting does. Yeah. And it was refreshing to hear, you know, a software provider talking about another software provider in a nice way. You understand? So I'm saying to you guys, yeah, this is key. Yeah, master Spotlight reporting, master it. Yeah, and see, you know, it's a beautiful software to use. Yeah, I say, hey, this is a tool to help you to be able to pull reports. Yes, the auditor needs that as well, though. Yeah, when the auditor comes in number 5, yes, we were at a planning meeting. Yes, it was here earlier this week with my colleagues. You know, and then one of the first things that we have in the agenda, it says the management account. We want to see the management account. Yes, okay. Why do we want to see the management account? Because it helps us to get an understanding of what has been going on. Yes, we get an understanding, you know, of how, you know, the figures are looking like. Yes, compared to the actual, compared to, yes, the budget. Yes, did you have a budget? Yeah, last year, did you have a budget going forward? So that's one of the first things that we're going to be asking for. And it helps us to put things into perspective. It helps us with our planning. So stage number 5, yeah, also looking at the management account and say, okay, it's the management account there. Yeah, but it's not only the figures that we're thinking there, it's the process, the procedure, the protocols that exist to produce this management account and how this management account feeds into the strategy of the business. This management account that you have, do you actually prepare it in a certain way? Yeah, when it's prepared, do you actually discuss this, you know, in your meetings? Is there a meeting that is held monthly or quarterly? And if these meetings are held, when the discussions have been, you know, had, do they record it? Yes. So the auditor wants to have a copy of those minutes, yes, of those meetings, yeah, to see what was discussed and what was agreed. The management account forms that basis. So it is so important to begin to understand, okay, the auditor, yeah, will be looking at that as well. Yeah, when the auditor comes at stage number 5, yeah, he wants to see what is happening there. Because stage 1 and stage number 2, yeah, is for any business, guys, if they were going to, you know, strive, if they're going to do well, if they're going to weather the storm, yeah, because, you know, when financial crisis is there, every business is hit one way or the other. But you know what? The guys who are well prepared, these guys, they will ride the storm, however difficult that storm is. Yeah, and what makes that happen is because they are focusing on stage number 1 and stage number 2. Yes, number 1, the systems are there, data capture, record, analyze, reconcile. Yeah, they are up to date all the time. Yes, they're analyzing, you know, where information is missing. They're going for that information, find information. Yeah, they are not guessing, you know, when they're doing number 1. Yes, oh, well, I see this payment's coming through because it's a Moracle, or I don't have an invoice. Let's post it to accounting. No, sorry, don't guess. You want the invoice. Yeah, because the invoice might say something else. Yeah, and then once you've done all of this one, then number 2, yeah, management accounting is produced. Yeah, looking back at the historic data and looking forward. Yeah, if you're doing this, yeah, number 1 is day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. Yeah, number 2, you're doing it every month. You put that into practice, those two stages, guys, when an auditor comes in and sees that this is happening, yes, it gives, so much, what you call it now. And that auditor is feeling much, much better. Yes, comfort. You say, well, I understand. We normally say comfort and joy. The joy comes, yes, in the morning. Yes, after all the what you call it now. Yes, you go through the night. In the morning. Yes, I say joy comes. Well, comfort and joy when the client, focuses and pull that information, number one and number two, and gives it to the auditor. Oh my goodness. You can see how the auditor, everything about him now, is now, okay, I understand. Yeah, this is much better. That does not mean that the auditor is now going to, well, just be relaxed. No. What is the auditor expected to do at all times? He has to apply what they call professional skepticism at all times. The auditor has to apply professional skepticism. Yes? But because number one and number two is happening, it allows him to now say, well, okay, I'm still applying professional skepticism, but there is some comfort and a little bit of whatever it is, joy, yes, will come at the end of this all. Yes, but if number one and number two is not there, then I'm telling you that auditor is going to be, oh my goodness, in a state, yes, where it's not going to be a happy bunny. Yes, and that's why the emotional intelligence is so important, guys. Yeah, for you to know your own emotions yourselves. Yes, your feelings, how you feel about something, your emotions, how you express it, how do you manage those emotions? Yeah, before you are now able to apply it to somebody else. So you're required to. So it's number 5. When this guy, the auditor, stands there, is looking back at number 1, you understand? It's now saying, well, hold on. Yes, do I believe? Do I trust? Do I, accept what these guys are saying to me? Yeah. Okay, if they've got number 2 is okay. Yeah, number 2 is happening. Yes, they are regularly producing management account, consistently. They didn't been discussed. Yes, there's minutes. The auditor reads those minutes. Now it begins to come down. Yeah, so stage 1 and 2, very important. But think about it. The auditor, when he stands at stage number 5, is looking at stage number 1 and is looking at stage number 3. Why? Because the tests that we are going to do, like I said, the tests that we're going to perform are those 2 different types of tests. It's testing number 1, yes, the systems. So we call it system testing or compliance testing or walkthrough test. But it's going to test, the accounts and the balances, which is number 3. Number 3 is when the accounts are produced. It's a statutory accounts and scheduling. So you need to be able to produce accounts that's supported by schedules, accounting schedules. Yes, okay, accounting schedules are different from auditing schedules. So the accountant, yes, has now prepared those accounts, the statutory account, and then supported all those accounts by schedules. Okay, why? Yes, and where are these figures coming from? Yes, number 3, as we know, is coming from number 1. Yeah, the data that's been captured has been recorded, has been analyzed, and has been reconciled. Yes, now feeds into number 3 to produce the statutory accounts. So you can see why the auditor, yeah, is so when he's standing in stage number 5, yeah, is so focusing on stage number 1 and focusing on number 3, because these are the kind of 2 tests, yes, that is going to be testing. And for those of you who are doing exams, auditing, yeah, to understand those 2 different tests, yeah, it has to be clear to you. Substantive testing, verification, yeah, it's all about stage number 3. Yeah, compliance testing, walkthrough testing or system testing is all about number 1. And I was talking to these guys yesterday, and it says, you make this look so simple. Probably, we should design, an SCCA course, and I said, well, you know what? And we can talk about that later on, and because you make it look so simple. Yeah, but in life, that's how life is. Life is simple, guys, until we make it complicated. Yes. Okay, make it simple, guys. Yeah. So those guys who are doing auditing with me, yeah, yes, there's a lot of things to learn. There's a lot of things to read, but seriously, once you get all of this knowledge base, you're reading and stuff like that, yes, you see how simple it is. Yeah. But number 5, guys, it's all about the auditor standing in stage number 5, looking at number 1, yes, looking at number 3, yes. And number 1, yes, when it's trying to look at number 1, yeah, it's saying, well, what systems exist? Yes, that system that exists, am I going to rely on that system or not? Even if I rely on that system, yes, I am going to test it to make sure that whatever I was told is actually what was happening. And remember, what he was told, it was never there. The auditor was never there. Yes. So now he needs to perform some tests, yeah, to prove what was done when it was not there. Okay. That is what walkthrough testing is trying to say. Yeah. Okay. Number 3, those tests that he does, which is, verification or substantive testing. Now accounts have been prepared, transactions put together that makes, a figure in the account, in the income statement or the balance sheet. Yes. Now it had to unpack it. Yeah, like wages, for example. You see a 3-line in the account: gross wages, employer's national insurance, employer's pension. Yes, that's the total. That's total staff cost. Well, the auditor have to audit that. Substantive testing means that it had to unpack it. Yeah, it's not looking at the transactions. Yes, that make up that figure. That's what he is doing. It's not talking about systems there now. It's talking about transactions. It's talking about the numbers. It's talking about the figures. Yes, that's what stage number 3 testing is focusing on. But number 1 is testing on the system. Yes, the system that existed to record this transaction. And the people, the way they were thinking, are they suitably qualified? Are they consistently following what is in the financial procedure manual? And all of this is stage number 1. Yes. And guys, I'm telling you, you guys who are going to do auditing, whether in exams or practice, you focus on this and get the understanding, stage 1 and stage 3. You will see how things are going to be so simple and straightforward. Yeah. I think I want to stop here this far, and if there's any questions, yes, that you guys want to throw at me, yeah, please feel free to do it now. Thank you very much. Let me stop sharing so that I can see your faces. And who wants to kick off with a question or a comment or an observation? Anybody? We've got a lot of auditors in the house today, I can see. Yeah. Any questions on audit specific? Go on, guys. Some of you are preparing for audit as well. I mean, preparing for an auditor to come and audit your books. Any questions? Any observations?
Yeah, I think, oh dear, I'm sorry about my camera, is just a problem. Mola, thank you so much for this. My name is James Bogere. Yeah, it's about the auditing anyway. Could you highlight the most important things, for example, which should be in place if they are coming to audit you, the ones that are really central, knowing the auditor is coming? I must make sure that these areas I'm very, they are okay.
I like that. I like that, you know. But you know what I'm going to say? Yeah, yes. And everything is important for the auditor. Yeah. I know the auditor talks about materiality, yes. And but just think about it, you know, and what we just described. When the guy comes in, the auditor, when he comes in, he stands at stage number 5, he's looking back at stage number 1. Yes. It's looking at that system. So in the system, everything is important, yes? The system. What system existed? Have you got a financial procedure manual? Yeah, is that manual updated? Yeah, if it's updated, it's been applied. Yeah, the people who are actually in the finance of it, are they suitably qualified? Are they trained? Are they experienced? Yes. Who is doing what? Is the supervision okay? Who is authorizing things? Are you with me? Yes. So you cannot say, well, which one is important, which one is not? Well, yes. But I guess you know, you can say, well, okay, if I've done this, you know, or not do some of these things, you know, which one stands, you know, really, you know, serious in the eyes of an auditor? Maybe that will be a different conversation. Let's not talk this on air. Yes, let's talk about that later on. Yeah. But what I would say is, if you really, you know, my advice, yeah, guys, yeah, focus on number 1, stage number 1. Focus on number 2. Yeah, stage 1 and stage 2. If you are actually preparing for audit, stage 1 and stage 2, if you focus on it, I'm telling you, yeah, it makes life much, much easier. Yeah?
Yeah.
Get the system going. It's the system that exists. Yeah? Like everything else, you know, we say, you know, people come, people go, but the system stays. Yeah? Okay? Let me say that again. People come, people go, but the system, yeah, it stays. Yes?
Yes.
And that system I'm talking about here is a good practice. Yeah? To have a system that is robust, to have a system that is flexible, is what you want to really focus on, but not, well, what should I do, not do, you know, what should, and let's talk about, you know, and a strategy around that, you know, that would be a whole debate, you know, and what we should prepare for auditors, you know, to keep them happy, keep them sweet, you know, when they come in. Yeah. But it's a good question. Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Well, let me take just one more quick one before, because I'm jumping into another meeting now. Yes. Any more? Yeah. Sorry. Kevin's got his hand. Yes.
Yes.
Last one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for life for this interesting session. It's really a very big eye opener. Now, mine might not really be a question, but it would be an observation, and probably also maybe I would hear your comments on. Now, there's this interesting part about when you began, you talked about the accountant being able to understand the connection between the system, for example, in the bank and especially the bank and also their clients. So I'm looking at a point that if again the accountant is not very cautious in setting up these roles, it's something that can be abused, because and it might end up messing you all the way, because, you know, again, we understand the aspect of a system that whatever you feed into the system, that is what it's going to process. You know, they're using the principle of garbage in, garbage out. So it's something that, again, I wanted to, you know, I was looking at, we really need to be very cautious, especially when setting up these rules, so that you don't just, you know, set up those rules without that being, very key. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Molai.
Good one. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, just bank rules, you know, I've seen in my time and continue to see them, you know. People set them, you know, with intention in mind, you know, but circumstances or event or condition change, and then you don't go back again and change, yeah, those rules, you know, and it's really interesting, you know, how we work, you know, and that's why I'm telling you guys, you know, we need to, you know, get the ability, you know, to be able to do things in a certain way. Yeah. When you set a rule, yeah, it's based on your understanding and knowledge or conditions of what is happening at that point in time. Yes. But those conditions, yeah, they don't stay forever. Yeah, or those circumstances don't stay forever. they change from time to time. Yes. Okay. If they do change, well, what do you think you need to do? You need to go back again to those bank rules, and make those changes. Yes. But the thing is, we allow those bank rules to be there, even though the conditions, circumstances, and situation is changing around us. We still allow these bank rules, that we set some time ago, to continue. Yeah, and that's why, the management account that you prepare in every month, or the month-end process that you're doing, somebody is checking, and that's where the analysis comes in. That's where the reconciliation comes in. Yes, that's why these things were built in as part of the system. Yeah, to give the business a robust, system, that even if that situation happened, whereby the bank rules were set up, but now the condition, the circumstances, the situation have changed. Yeah, when you're analyzing it, when you're reviewing it, you will pick it up. Well, now hold on, this transaction is not correct. Yeah, well, let's go back again and change it. Yeah, but if we're just posting things, and then nobody's checking, yeah, then it's a really, really not a good, situation to be in. That's why I always say to us, now, yeah, even if the client is doing stage number 1, we need to review what the client does. If we are doing stage 1, we need to review stage 1. Yeah, because that review process, yeah, is so important. And when somebody's reviewing it, you got to have the right skill set, the mindset, but also the experience to be able to review what somebody else has done and pick up these things. But also, when you are a reviewer, guys, remember, and this is where the human factor comes in. Sometimes we are shy to tell somebody, well, I'm from reviewing Kevin's job, and Kevin has done a boo-boo or whatever it is, drop the ball. I'm shy to tell Kevin, no, sorry. With love, tell Kevin that, no, Kevin, sorry, this is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Seriously. Yeah. And we have to be like this, I'm saying, but not go confrontational though, but with love, yes? No, sorry, why did you post a transaction like this, Jem? What were you thinking? Yeah. But if you don't challenge people that way, then you're not helping. Yes. You go and correct it and say, don't make, no, sorry. Yeah. Some of my colleagues, they know me. If they ask me some questions, I say, I'm not going to answer. I am not going to answer. Why am I not going to answer? Because I'm saying, no, sorry, you should know this. Yes? No. So what I'm doing is that habit, yes, is what I'm trying to cut down, that bad habit. Yeah? So now rely on mobile to give you, no, sorry, you should know it. Yes? And it's a habit that we have to cut. No, sorry, I know it. I should be able to do it. But that bad habit to say, oh, okay, Mola is there. Mola will review, Mola will pick it up. It's a bad habit, guys. Yeah. So now to change the habit is to reverse it. So challenge it that way. Sorry, with love though, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to answer. Yes, I am not going to answer. Yeah. Yeah. So I want you now to go and find it. Yes. Okay. Because I know you know it. Yeah. So I can see the habit, the bad habit, yeah, in display. Yeah. So I don't want to encourage that bad habit. I don't want that bad habit to continue. And we need to understand that, guys. If we do that, yes, in love, with our colleagues, I'm telling you, the combined intelligence, oh my goodness, this place is going to be exploding, I'm telling you. Yeah. But if we don't do it, then, sorry, guys. Yeah, you are enabling an environment that is not fit for purpose. Yeah. But it's a very good one, those bank rules, those bank rules, those situations that we fix, that changes, the conditions, circumstances, situation, they change all the time. Are you with me? Yes. But you got to understand that when they change, yeah, then, something have to change, So it's like, I give you an answer, based on a circumstance, and then, the circumstance change, and you still expect that the answer still hold. Think about it. No, you're going to ask the question again, the different circumstances. So now we're going to consider these new circumstances, yeah, for me to be able to give an answer. But don't hold the same old answer, and say, well, you said this, the circumstances change, guys, yeah? And that's why we've got to be emotionally involved when we're doing this, guys, yeah? To be in somebody else's shoes, to feel like them, yeah, to be like them, yes? We are not owners, Yes, but we are in this co-creation or co-partner or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, together. We are the trusted advisors. Yes, and if we don't put ourselves in those businesses, the owners, their shoes, sorry guys, we're not serving. Yeah, we're not serving. Yeah, and that for me is the biggest thing I've seen, in the industry, and that's what mindset is all about. Mindset, the personal development, guys. Yeah, it helps you to break it down a little bit, I call it the fear of God, when you've done something wrong, you say, well, now I'm going to ask for forgiveness, that state of mind. Yeah, that's what personal development is helping you, because after all this examination that we got, get the ACCA or whatever qualification, your head is big, you feel like untouchable, like, I know everything. And that's how we feel like, and rightly so. But now, when we're using this knowledge to serve people who are going to pay us, oh my goodness, that's a different relationship. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much, for another good day. Yes. Sorry, I see another question, another hand up, what was that? Quickly, it's come back again. All right. Well, if you got a question, please. Sorry, yes. In the interest of time, I'm just saying, in the interest of time, if you got a question, a burning question, just drop it, and to the chat, then we'll come back. Otherwise, let's catch up next week. Yeah. Let's have to jump to another meeting. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah. Well, thank you again. Thank you very much. Yes, and for staying with us, and I really appreciate. Yes, and go and put it into practice. Whatever it is that you take from here, put it into practice. Don't hold it. Yeah, it should serve. Thank you. Bye bye now.